Hello everyone and welcome to another game of Squirrels Baseball. I am Aaron and we've got one last game against the Pirates until August, which is fine with me. We've already played a lot of games against the Pirates right out of the gate. I think we're pretty well done seeing them, but we do have to get through today first. And, we have beaten the Pirates every time so far this year, but it's not like they've been super easy games, so it'd be worse if we kept blowing them out, I guess, but it has been the same team a lot. So I'll be excited to move on to, I believe, the Brewers, who, after having a nightmare season last year, which the Padres are having this season, but the Brewers seem to have turned it around. They're only one game behind us. The Brewers and the Reds both sitting at 6-2 at the moment. We're at 7-1. Stitch on the mound for today's game. Otherwise, lined up the same as it normally is. Although Stitch did pitch our one loss so far. Chris Duffy to lead off the game. First pitch is a changeup for a strike. And then a called strike 2. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. 3 pitches, 1 out. Ryan Sweeney at the plate. So Duffy didn't offer it any of those pitches. Sweeney doesn't offer it this one either, and he gets a called strike 1. This pitch up and out. Stitch winds again. And this one too far inside. 2-1 the count. Line drive into center field. That'll be a base hit. Runner on first with 1 out. Jack Wilson coming to the plate. Runner takes off. Ton throws Sweeney out pretty easily. We'll see. Both of our catchers have very strong arms. Tom might let pass balls go by, but wild pitches, but he does have a very good arm. Wilson pops out to Joey. That'll end the first inning. So it was 3 up, 3 down, though the Pirates get a hit. Kester will lead off for the Squirrels. Look at the Pirates lineup, same one we have been seeing. Dan Herron on the mound. I believe we saw him in game 1 of the season. First pitch from Herron is called a strike. Line drive, that's going to get into center field for a leadoff single. That will bring Marvin to the plate. He's had a good start to his year so far. Looks at strike 1. Looks at strike 2. Down and away. 1-2. Line drive, that doesn't get over whose head. Kester can't get back to first in time. I mean, it was a decent play by Who, but I still think I'd chalk that up to a base running error on Kester there for that double play. In any case, base is now empty for Chief, and there are 2 out. First pitch to Chief is down and in. The next pitch bounces in, 2-0. There's a called strike on a little curveball. Ground ball right to third. Blum picks that up, throws it over, and that will end the inning. So both sides with a hit, but both sides also 3 up, 3 down. We go to the second inning where Xavier Nady will lead things off.
Number 22, Xavier Nady, right fielder.
First pitch from Stitch is called a strike. Swing and a miss makes it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Seems like we've gotten a bit of a handle on Nady for how much he tore us up to start off. Johnson at the plate, he'll take a strike. Stitch working in the zone today, not too many balls. Ground ball to third, Chief takes care of that, 2 away. Who at the plate, we did finally get to say the line yesterday. Like, he had some hits before that, but they were in more crucial situations, so had to announce all the other stuff going on. Over Stitch's head, Joey's going to pick this up, fire it over, and that will end the top of the second. Terry will lead things off for the Squirrels in the bottom half of the inning. Still no score. Terry keeping that average over 600. Had a couple well-struck doubles yesterday. Hits this one hard but foul. 0-2. Also hit that one on the ground instead of on the line. And swings and misses, strike 3. That will bring Frank to the plate. Frank takes strike 1. Hits this one up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. 1 on, 1 out. That will bring Tom to the plate. After his average dipping below 100, he's got it back up over 200, so he's done much better as of late. Has an 0-1 count to start this at bat. And looks at strike 2. Another check over on Frank. Heron to the plate now. And Tom with a ground ball to second. Softly hit, so the only play is to first. Works out like a bunt, really. Puts a runner into scoring position with 2 away. Zach at the plate. He will take a pitch down in the zone. Or down out of the zone, I should say. That one misses as well. 2-0. Called strike, although that pitch didn't look much better than the other ones. Zach, a line drive into left center. That's going to score Frank easily. Zach is going to go on to second base. An RBI double to open the scoring today. So he got past the outfielders, but there is so much left center field in this park. That'll bring Joey to the plate. There are still 2 away. Runner still in scoring position. First pitch is a cutter for a strike. And this pitch up and out. Into the air, Nady coming in, and he will make the grab. It ends up being a shoestring grab, but a grab nonetheless. Squirrels take the 1-0 lead after 2. Jeff Blum will open things for Pittsburgh in the third.
Number 27, Jeff Blum, third baseman.
First pitch to Blum is called a strike. And this fastball just inside. Ground ball towards the middle. Kester gets a glove on it and gets it over to first for the first out of the inning. Aviles at the plate. He will look at strike 1. And swings and misses to make it 0-2. And that breaking ball goes outside. 1-2 the count. Misses again outside. Aviles lays off. 2-2. Fouls off the curveball. We'll try again. Bounces in the curve. Full count. Nobody on base. 1 out. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 2 down. Dan Heron at the plate. He has not gotten a hit yet this year. Looks at strike 1. Ooh, excuse me. Second pitch misses low, then a slider that's ground towards third, but it gets foul. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. We go to the bottom of the third inning. Squirrels leading 1-0, and Stitch is due to lead off. First pitch is called a ball. Down and in. And down and out. 2-0 the count. Up the middle, that's going to get through for, I'm pretty sure, Stitch's first hit of the year. I didn't really pay attention, but I think it is. So leadoff single then brings Kester to the plate. He also had a leadoff single back in the first. takes a strike to open this at bat, and then this curveball misses fairly badly. Strike on a high fastball. Goes back upstairs on a changeup and gets the swing and a miss. One away. Marvin lined into a double play, which, as mentioned before, I don't think was really Marvin's fault. I think that one is more on Kester for breaking too early. Marvin will take strike one. This one goes into left field. It should get down for a hit. Stitch is going to stay at second base. He did take a pretty good round, but they both retreat. So puts runners on first and second with one away. Chief will take a ball outside, probably low as well. And this one too high. 2-0. Make it 3-0. Heron laboring out here in the third inning. Gets one over. Chief takes all the way. 3-1. Now it's a full count. Runners on first and second, but only one out, so the runners will stay put. And Chief will look at strike three. Terry to the plate. Only hitting .588 now after striking out back in the second inning. Has an 0-2 count here. Then hits this one right over first base, but Johnson's able to get a glove on it and step on the bag to end the inning. So the Squirrels threaten but do not score in the third. Leaves it at a 1-0 Squirrels lead, where Chris Duffy will lead off things for the Pirates in the fourth. 4 strikeouts for Stitch first time through, and Duffy was one of those victims. He will look at strike one here. And that fastball sails. 1-1. Swing and a miss makes it 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. Sorry, I got something in my eye. One down, Sweeney at the plate. He got a base hit in his first at-bat. Chief with a diving play to catch that one on the fly. 2 away. Jack Wilson at the plate. First fastball is too high. And the second one is outside. 2-0. All fastballs so far for Stitch. This one is ground to second base, rather. And that will end the top of the fourth. Frank will lead things off for the Squirrels in the bottom half of the inning. Indianapolis still leading 1-0. Frank with a base hit in his first at-bat. He looks at strike one. Frank came around to score the only run of the game as well. He fouls this pitch away. Has an 0-2 count. And swings and misses for strike three. Tom at the plate had a productive ground out. He moved Frank into scoring position on a weak grounder to second. Watches the first pitch bounce in. Swings and misses at the second pitch. Hits this one towards left. It is going to stay fair right on the line. Tom digging for second base. Here comes a throw. It's not going to be in time. So that's a double for Tom. One away. Zach already has driven in one run today. Watches that first pitch go outside. Looks at strike one. Swings and misses to make it 1-2. This pitch is too high. 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. Joey at the plate, 2 downs, gonna have to get a hit to drive in the run. Bouncer to third, throw goes to first, and it is in plenty of time. We'll move on into the fifth inning, still a 1-0 Squirrels lead. Xavier Nady will lead things off in the fifth for the Pirates.
Number 22, Xavier
Nady struck out swinging in his first at-bat, looks at strike one here. Line drive, Kester's going to make the grab, 1 away. Johnson at the plate. He ground out in his first at-bat. Looks at strike one. There's a ball down and in. Called strike two. Ground ball to short. Joey with throw over to first. 2 away. Who at the plate? He had a grounder in his first at bat. He looks at strike 1. Swings and misses. 0-2. Does not chase that pitch. 1-2. A slider, also too low. 2-2. Gets the swing and a miss on a changeup, and that will end the top of the 5th. 1-0 Squirrels to go to the second half of the game. Stitch is going to lead things off for the Squirrels. Stitch with a single in his last at bat brought his average all the way up to 333. Looks at strike 1. Swings and misses. 0-2. Ground ball to third. Blum throws over. 1 away. Kester 1 for 2 today, and he will look at a strike to open this at bat. Then a line drive into center field. That's another base hit for Kester. That will bring Marvin to the plate. He's 1 for 2 today. Got a base hit in his last at bat. Swings and misses at the first pitch. Hits this one towards third. Blum makes a good jumping grab. Kester is able to get back this time. That was a good play. Definitely saved probably a double. So that'll bring Chief to the plate with 2 outs. He is 0 for 2 today. He looks at strike 1. That fastball misses outside. Misses outside again. 2-1. Swing and a miss. Makes it 2-2. Too low. Full count. 2 outs. Kester off with the pitch. Does not matter. Swing and a miss at the plate. So we'll move into the 6th inning. Blum will lead off for the Pirates. Still a 1-0 Squirrels lead. I should say that Stitch has retired the Pirates in order, but gave up a hit along the way. Ryan Sweeney got a hit and then was caught stealing. So I'm tempted to leave Stitch in here to see if he can keep it going, even though it's not a no-hitter, it's not a perfect game. I don't think there really is a term for that, but it's what he's done so far as he strikes out Blum. That will bring Aviles to the plate. Struck out in his first at-bat. Swings and misses on the first pitch here. Swing and a miss again, makes it 0-2. Popped up, Tom is going back, and he makes the grab. Pitcher spot due up. Looks like they're going to let Heron go ahead and hit here. I would probably do the same at this point in the game, though I would not have blamed them if they did decide to pinch hit. He's quickly behind 0-2. Ground ball back to Stitch. He picks it up, throws it to first. So still 1-0 Squirrels. We go to the bottom half of the inning where Terry will lead things off for Indy. Terry 0 for 2 today. Hits this one towards short. Wilson can't get there. That's going to be a base hit up the middle. That'll bring Frank to the plate. He is 1 for 2 today. Terry takes off. Not sure what got into him. That was a terrible idea, and he is appropriately thrown out. So base is now empty for Frank, and he hits a ground ball that would have been a base hit. Well, I mean, it was a base hit, but it would have moved Terry to second. That's what I was trying to get at. Tom with a double in his last at-bat. 1 on, 1 out. First pitch is called a strike. Swing and a miss makes it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 away, Zach at the plate. Still has the lone RBI of the game on a double. Looks at strike 1. Swings and misses, 0-2. Pops this one foul. Aviles giving chase, but he is not going to get there. Still 0-2. As this one misses inside. Too low. We got a 2-2 count. Frank takes off, which I was not happy about. I don't know if you could hear my sigh as I realized what was happening. But he does make it to second successfully, so I guess not the end of the world. Full count at the plate, and now we got a base. No, we do not. It's right to Wilson. They had him played well. So instead, we go into the 7th inning. I think I'm going to take Stitch out. I don't want to screw up the rotation for something that's not really a thing. Zach made that last out. Sweeney still doesn't have a hit, so here we go. So Sweeney is not usually the one we have to keep forcing in.
Your attention, please. Now another pitch for Indianapolis. Number 27, Johnston.
All right, Johnston. First pitch to Duffy is called a strike. Another strike. 0-2. Ground ball towards third. Chief with the throw. One away. That'll bring Ryan Sweeney to the plate. First pitch fouled away. And then a called strike 2. And a bounce in. He does not go chasing that. Hit towards third. A short hop for Chief. 2 down. Jack Wilson at the plate now. He looks at strike 1. Looks at strike 2. Called strike 3, and that will bring us to the 7th inning stretch. 1-0 Squirrels lead. Joey will lead off on the other side.
Now, please rise and join the singer.
All right, Joey at the plate. Heron still on the mound. First pitch, Joey swings and misses. Puts this one high into the air behind second. Jack Wilson goes back, and he will make the grab. Do believe Duffy could have grabbed it if he wanted to. Brings Sweeney to the plate. See if he can finally get this elusive hit. Takes a strike. Hits this one foul, 0-2. Watches that curveball go down by his feet. That one low as well, 2-2. Right down the middle, and Sweeney whiffs. 2 down, Kester at the plate. He's 2 for 3 today. First pitch called a strike. Down and in, 1-1. Too high, 2-1. Oh, and Heron, you might have noticed he just started wiping his brow. Apparently his elbow can't take anymore. I'm assuming the Pirates are going to turn to Meek, because that's all we've seen this whole time. Oh no, they surprised me. Matt Capps instead. All right, Capps comes into a 2-1 count. There are 2 outs, bases empty. This one is hit just foul down the right field line. 2-2. That pitch misses up and out. Full count, 2 outs. Hit foul again. Into left field. That's going to be a base hit. We'll see how many bases Kester takes. He's on to second, and he will stay there. 2-out double for Kester brings Marvin to the plate. And he looks at a pitch outside. And that one is too low. Cap's not exactly coming in with authority here, though he gets a call on an iffy pitch there, and then a swing and a miss. 2-2, 2 outs, runner on second. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That will end the 7th inning. I think we're going to do... Yeah, we'll do some switching. We'll get Martinez in there. Well, maybe we'll give Tom a break from catching. Xavier Nady's going to be pinch hit for. Brady Clark's going to come in instead. We'll see if that's still true after we double switch here. Put Hermida into Marvin's spot. We're going to put Martinez in here, then flip-flop these two. Oh, wait, no, that's not what I wanted to do. I did want to move Sweeney into center, but I'm going to have Tom go out there and play right field instead. Give his knees a bit of a break. All right. Now Hermida can get to work. Starting off, like I said, Brady Clark, who just pinch hit. Looks at strike 1. Hits this one into the air. Joey going back, and Joey makes the grab. 1 down, Johnson at the plate. He has ground out in both at-bats so far. Looks at strike 1. That's going to be a base hit over Joey's head. See if that finally gets the Pirates out of order here. Shiloh Hu at the plate. Looks at a ball inside, maybe low as well. Hard to tell where that slow curve crosses. Hermida gets the call on that one. Goes back to the curve, gets a swing and a miss, 1-2. And that one misses outside, 2-2. Fastball looked at for strike 3. 2 away, Jeff Blum at the plate. He's 0 for 2 today. And that means the Pirates here in the top of the 8th inning will finally stop going down in order. As Blum fouls that pitch away, has an 0-2 count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Squirrels still leading 1-0, and they will start the inning off with Chief. Franklin Gutierrez is going to take over in the field for Brady Clark, so his day is done after striking out. And Chief is going to hit this one a ton, wrong part of the field, off the top of the wall right at the 418 sign. That would have been a homer anywhere else with ease, and it was within inches, I think, of being a home run here. Thought he might get a chance for the lucky pocket home run, but instead, he'll have to settle for a double, and then Terry will go up the middle. Chief probably waited a little bit too long to break for third, but he does get there. Puts runners on the corners with nobody out. Frank at the plate. First pitch is called a strike. It's a pop fly. Wilson will make the grab. Runners go back. 1 down. Runners still on the corners for Tom. He puts this one into shallow right. That's going to knock in a run, so the Squirrels with a little bit of insurance. Terry goes to third, so still have runners on the corners for Martinez with 1 away. First pitch is called a strike. And this pitch is outside. Up the middle. Nope, Wilson gets a glove on it before it can get by. 2 down, Joey at the plate. Runners still on the corners. First pitch is called a strike. It's pitched down and away. Misses inside. 2-1. Called strike. Well, I didn't care for the call. 2-2, 2 outs. Is this going to get down? Yes, another run in. Runners on first and second now. 3-0 Squirrels, and the Pirates are going to go to their bullpen. Is it Matt Yates? Tyler Yates. Yeah, I kind of do remember that. Oh well. Tyler Yates on the mound. 2 away, Sweeney at the plate. Struck out in his first at bat. Looks at strike 1 here. Hits this one. It's going to hook foul though. 0-2. And this pitch is too high. High hopper to third. Tom was running. He kind of had to, and he's tagged out. So a 3-0 game is going into the 9th. Aviles is due up for the Pirates. They've got a bigger hole to dig out of now. So we're going to go get Shibuya. Let's put Miyake into the game to get a real center fielder. Yeah, something like that.
Your attention, please. Now comes on the pitch for Indianapolis. Number 13, Shibuya.
All right, Aviles 0 for 2 today. Shibuya starts off with the breaking ball out of the zone. Change up, swing and a miss. 1-1. Called strike 2, down at the knees. And a foul line drive. Still 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 down. The Pirates will turn to Stephen Drew, who we have seen quite a bit of, though he has yet to get a hit this year. I'm sure Sweeney can sympathize. First pitch misses outside. This one misses low. There's a called strike. This one up and in. 3-1. Broken bat. Kester's going to pick that one up. 2 away. It's up to Chris Duffy to keep the game going. He is 0 for 3 today. First pitch is called a strike. Another called strike. Foul tip, and that's going to end the game. A 4-game sweep for the Squirrels. Final score today, Pittsburgh Pirates 0, Indianapolis Squirrels 3. It was a 1-0 game almost the entire time, right till the end. Like I said, that is the last time we will see the Pirates until August, which I think is fine with everybody at this point. We have the Brewers next, though I don't remember. I think it's another home series, but I'm not 100% sure of that, so I guess we'll find out together tomorrow. I'm pretty sure Zach is going to get the player of the game, but we will find out here momentarily. And there he is. So thank you everybody for watching. If you'd like to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, feel very free. Otherwise, we will see you back here tomorrow.